students, welcome to mathematics class. And in this video we are going to discuss about how to find the equation of chord of contact, as well as when the midpoint of a chord is given to you, how to find the equation of the chord, and moreover equation of a pair of tangents to the given parabola. So these are the concepts which we are going to learn now. Are you ready to watch? So first of all, look at the definition of chord of contact. Chord of contact. So look at the definition. The line joining the points of contact of the tangents. See, the line joining the points of contact of the tangents to a parabola S is equals to 0 drawn from an external point P is called chord of contact of P with respect to the parabola S is equals to 0. Okay, so the same thing we can show diagrammatically in this manner. Let it be the curve, parabola y square is equal to 4ax, and see from an external point, no, say suppose this is the point P, x1 comma y1 be an external point. Say P x1 comma y1 be an external point. Now through P we already discussed that we can draw two tangents to the given parabola, right? Say capital A and capital B. The tangent which is drawn from P, first tangent meet the curve, parabola at a point A, and the second tangent which is drawn from P to the parabola meets the parabola at point B. Hence A comma B are nothing but points of contact. Is it no? The tangent is with contact, is in contact with parabola. So hence A comma B are nothing but points of contact. So now look at me, ma. The line joining the points of contact. See, A and B are the points of contact. Hence the line joining these 2 points. This line is nothing but chord of contact. This is nothing but chord of contact. Now look at the definition, you can understand well. See, the line joining the points of contact of the tangents, isn't it, to a parabola S is equals to 0 and drawn from an external point P is called chord of contact of P with respect to the parabola S is equals to 0. Right, my dear? So now you see, to be frank, the same situation let me want to draw once again. These are the suppose tangents drawn from a point P, and A comma B are the points of contact. Then the line passing through AB is nothing but chord of contact. Suppose my dear, if Q is another external point, then through Q also there exist 2 tangents, isn't it? Say suppose these are the points of contacts. For example, C and D. So C and D are the points of contact of the tangents drawn from an external point Q to the parabola y square is equal to 4ax, or generally S is equal to 0. Hence the line which is passing through these points of contact is also called as chord of contact. But my dear, the line passing through AB is nothing but chord of contact of P x1 comma y1 with respect to the parabola some S is equals to 0. And CD is also a chord of contact to the same parabola but drawn from another point Q. That's why with respect to the parabola, and moreover these are the AB is the chord of contact of point P and CD is the point of contact of point Q. Okay, And actually there exist many chords. See, this is one more chord. For example, this chord, say suppose as x comma y is one of the chord here, but this chord is not in contact with the both at the same point, isn't it? At the same point it is not contact with the tangent as well as to the curve. See, for example, this is the xy is the chord which meets the curve at this point, but the tangent at some other point. Hence these two are not considered as points of contact, isn't it? So that's why there may be existing many chords, but in that only one chord will be in contact with the tangents. Hence that chord which is in contact with the tangents is called as chord of contact. Okay, and we read that as AB is the chord of contact of P of a point P, and CD is the also a chord of contact but of a point Q, but both are with respect to the parabola sum S is equals to 0. So look at this theorem. How can we find the equation of chord of contact? So the formula is very simple, same as tangent, my dear. So equation of chord of contact is nothing but S1 is equals to 0. Actually this concept you might have already learned in circles, isn't it? So the concepts are same. So look at the statement of the theorem once. The equation to the chord of contact of Px1 comma y1 with respect to the parabola S is equal to 0 is S1 is equals to 0, right? So given that P already x1 comma y1, now the tangents which are drawn from P, since P is an external point, then in the last class we already discussed that from an external point we can draw two tangents. So say that PA is one of the tangent and PB will be the one more tangent. Hence assume that capital A as some x2 comma y2 and capital B as some x3 comma y3. So A and B are nothing but points of contact here. If not, you can also treat them as any 2 points on the given parabola. So coming to proof. So given that parabola equation is nothing but y square is equals to 4ax. We already mentioned s is equal to 0, nothing but standard form. So y square is equals to 4ax. If not, you can also write it as y square minus 4ax is equals to 0. Right. Now let the tangents drawn from P to the parabola meet at capital A x2 comma y2 and capital B x3 comma y3 as shown in the figure. Right. The tangents which are drawn from P meets the parabola at A and B. Fine. Now we want equation of tangent at capital A x2 comma y2 is, okay, at this point. Actually, my dear, equation of tangent formula is nothing but S1 is equals to 0. But usually we will consider that point as x1 comma y1. But here x1 comma y1 already reserved for P. Now I am talking about at A. The point is x2 comma y2. Hence, instead of S1 is equals to 0, we can consider as S2 is equals to 0. So that implies what is S2 means y2 minus 2a into x plus x2 is equals to 0. So this is the one of the best chapter, my dear. You need to concentrate a little bit more. Okay. But you know, my dear, the tangent drawn at A is also passes through P, no? So that is what I am mentioning, that it passes through P x1 comma y1. So passes through means it must satisfy. Hence y becomes now y1 and y2 minus 2a into x1 plus x2, which is equals to 0. So let us consider as some equation number 1. So this is what tangent at A. In the same way, let us find out tangent at B, and even this is also passing through the P x1 comma y1. So also equation of tangent at B x3 comma y3 is nothing but s3 is equals to 0. Actually s1 itself, but here points are x3 y3, let it be s3 is equals to 0. Can you tell me the s3 format? So instead of y2, now we get y3 minus 2a into x plus x2 is equals to 0. Once again it passes through the point capital B, sorry, not point B, P x1 comma y1. That implies, because of it satisfies, no? So this becomes now y1 y3 minus 2a into x1 plus x2 is equals to 0. Let it be considered as equation number 2. So finally we got equation of tangent at A and equation of tangent at B. But you know, my dear, what is generally equation of tangent at P? Equation of tangent at P is nothing but, at P is usually S1 is equals to 0. That is y1 minus 2a into x plus x1 is equals to 0. Isn't it? y1 minus 2a into x plus x1 is equals to 0. Let it be considered as equation number 3. Right? So now, what can you say about equation 1 and equation 3? See, this is equation 1 is also nothing but tangent drawn at A, but finally it passes through P itself. Even this is also equation of a tangent drawn at B, but passes through P. So nothing but all these three are same. Equation 1, equation 2, equation 3 represents the same. All these are nothing but tangents drawn from P only. So that's why what we can say that equation 3 represents, now this is the equation of chord of contact we require now. So see that clearly, equation 3 represents a first degree equation, isn't it? It's simply a line equation. So equation 3 is a first degree equation in x and y. Hence it represents a straight line, isn't it? Every first degree equation nothing but represents the equation of a straight line. And also it is observed from 1 comma 2. See, from 1 comma 2 it can be observed that A comma B lies on the line 3, isn't it, ma? Now a line, the tangent which is passing through P nothing but which is also passes through capital A and capital B. That means clearly equation 3 represents equation of AB bar, line AB bar, isn't it? So therefore equation of chord of contact is equals to, if not equation of AB bar. Equation of AB bar is nothing but represents equation 3, no? What is equation 3 is nothing but, shortly you can write that S1 is equal to 0. Therefore equation of AB bar is S1 is equals to 0. So please remember that not only equation of tangent, my dear, generally we all know that equation of tangent is nothing but S1 is equals to 0. Now not only equation of tangent, even equation of chord of contact is also S1 is equals to 0. So let us consider one example, ma. Find the equation of the chord of contact of the point 2, 5 with respect to the parabola y square is equals to 8x. So clearly from the above theorem, what is the formula for equation of chord of contact? Equation of chord of contact. Equation of chord of contact is nothing but is S1 is equals to 0. So can you write the S1 format for this parabola? That is y can be written as y into y1 After bringing this side minus 8. 8 can be written as 4 into 2x. Later the 2x as x plus x, and even x plus x1 is equals to 0. So at where we need to draw? At a particular point. That point is usually x1 comma y1, which is nothing but 2 comma 5. So just replace y into y1 is nothing but 5 minus 4 into x plus x1 is nothing but 2. So this is 5y minus 4x minus 8 is equals to 0. Better if you send all these things to that side, then 4x minus 5y plus 8 is equals to 0 is the equation of chord of contact. Very easy to find out here, my dear. Just you need to remember the formula. The formula for equation of chord of contact is nothing but S1 is equals to 0. So coming to concept number 2, midpoint of a chord. I mean, how to find the equation of a chord when midpoint is given to you. Okay, so look at the statement of this theorem. The equation of the chord of the parabola, some s is equals to 0, having p x1 comma y1 as its midpoint is, so if p x1 comma y1 is the midpoint of the chord, hence its equation is s1 is equals to s11. So can represent like this. Let it be the parabola. Now let it be the chord which is passing through capital A and capital B. But you know, my dear, here the given point is nothing but p some x1 comma y1, which is the midpoint of the chord. Please try to understand. If p is any point, then simply equation of chord is nothing but s1 is equals to 0. See, this is the beauty of this mathematics, my dear. Especially s1 is equals to 0 is the formula for many cases. Condition number 1, equation of tangent is nothing but s1 is equals to 0. Equation of secant is also s1 is equals to 0. Equation of chord is also s1 is equals to 0. Even equation of chord of contact is also nothing but s1 is equals to 0. Right? But in these cases, p is any point. But coming to this case, p is a midpoint. So when p x1 comma y1 is the midpoint of the chord, hence its equation is nothing but s1 is equals to s11. Okay. So the proof of this theorem is same as what you already discussed in the chapter circle. Hence I don't want to go for the proof of this one. Right? Now based on this, let us solve one example problem for this. For example, find the equation of chord. Find the equation of the chord of the parabola. Chord of the parabola y square is equals to 4x having 3 comma minus 2 as its midpoint. As its midpoint. Right, ma? See, we need to find the equation of chord, but given point is nothing but midpoint. So this is what you need to observe. If there is no word of midpoint, hence equation of chord or equation of chord of contact nothing but s1 is equal to 0. But here it is, the given point is the midpoint. Okay, hence therefore coming to solution, equation of chord is nothing but, because this point is the midpoint, you can write it as s1 is equals to s11. Can you write the s1 for this parabola? What is s1? y1 minus 2 into 2x, isn't it? Half of the coefficient you need to take, 2 into 2x. The 2x as x plus x, and moreover x plus x1, which is equals to S11 is nothing but directly you need to substitute. So y1 square minus 4x1. S11 is very easy. Now the point x1 comma y1 is given as 3 comma minus 2. So please substitute. Y into y1 value is minus 2. Minus 2 into x plus 3, which is equal to y1 square is minus 2 whole square and minus 4 into 3. Okay, so this is minus 2y, minus 2x, minus 6, and can you bring this side? Then minus 4 and plus 12 is equals to 0. So finally, this is 2x. I want to multiply with minus entirely. 2x plus 2y. Actually plus 2. After multiplication, minus 2 is equals to 0. Still you can divide with 2 on both sides. Hence the equation of chord having 3 comma minus 2 as its midpoint is x plus y minus 1 is equals to 0. So coming to the concept number 3, that is equations of pair of tangents. Equation of pair of tangents. Right ma? I mean, we already know that if p x1 comma y1 is an external point to the parabola, then there exist two tangents, isn't it? Pair of tangents. So that is what we are going to finding now. So look at the statement everybody. The equation to the pair of tangents to the parabola s is equals to 0 from a point p x1 comma y1 is the formula for equation of pair of tangents is s1 square is equals to s into s11. I think you already discussed this concept in circles also. Okay, anyhow, let it be the parabola and see that this is the chord which is passing through, I mean, first of all, say some capital A and capital B are the points of contact, and this is also passing through two more points. One is P and one more is Q. Okay, say P is nothing but x1 comma y1 which is given, and Q assume it as x comma y. Right. So this is the concept now. P is any external point. Now through P we can draw actually two tangents, since of course let it be any point. Right, look at the proof. Look at the proof. Let S, which is nothing but y square minus 4ax is equals to 0, be the given parabola. Be the given parabola. Okay, let a line L is equals to 0 passing through P x1 comma y1. So this is the line L is equals to 0 which is passing through the point P x1 comma y1, and this meets the parabola. This meets the parabola in 2 points, say some capital A and capital B. Right, the line PQ meets the parabola at 2 points, say capital A and capital B. So let Qx comma y be any point on the line some L is equals to 0. So this is nothing but the line L is equals to 0. Now I want, since A is also a point on this line, no? Now I want to know that A divides the line PQ in what ratio? In what ratio? But actually we don't know. So when we don't know about the ratio, then can we proceed like this? Let capital A divides PQ bar in the ratio K is to 1. Assume that A divides the line segment PQ in some ratio K is to 1. Okay, so therefore we can write the coordinates of A. Formula mx2. mx2. This is nothing but m and n. Okay, m and n. So these are x1, y1, and q point is nothing but say some x2 and y2. So mx2, that is k into x2 is nothing but q, no? That is k into x plus 1 into x1 by m plus n is nothing but k plus 1, comma k into y plus 1 into y1 by k plus 1. Hence, which is nothing but the coordinates of A are kx plus x1 by k plus 1 and ky plus y1 by k plus 1. Right? So these are the coordinates of A. But you know where is A lies? A is not only a point on the line, my dear. A is also a point on the parabola. So since capital A lies on the parabola, isn't it? On the parabola. A is not only a point on the line, even it is also a point on the parabola. Hence it should satisfy the equation of parabola, right? So equation of parabola is nothing but y square is equal to 4ax, no, standard. Y square means, that implies I am going to substitute in the place of y this one and in the place of x this one. So y square, which is ky plus y1 by k plus 1 whole square, which is equals to 4a into x. X is nothing but kx plus x1 by k plus 1. So I just want to substitute this. Now simplification. What is this? Ky plus y1 whole square is equals to 4a into kx plus x1 into, actually k plus 1 whole square by there is a k plus 1. So one of the k plus 1 getting cancelled. After that we left over with this. Now just we need to simplify it. So see, after cross multiplication, expand a plus b whole square and 4a into multiply those two things. And please bring this side and take k square common. Here the k square, if you take common, the coefficient is nothing but y square. And here if you take k square common, after bringing this side, minus 4ax. Similarly, take 2k common, then you are going to get yy1, here yy1, isn't it? And if you take here 2a common, then 2ax minus 2ax and even minus 2ax1. Okay, and leftover things are y1 square and this term is nothing but minus 4ax1. This is constant. So you see, my dear, this is, we can write it y square minus 4ax is nothing but s, isn't no notation for s. And you see this is yy1 minus 2a into x plus x1, which is the notation for s1. And last one is nothing but s11. Hence the entire equation after simplification is in this format, that is k square into s plus 2k into s1, 2k into s1 plus s11 is equals to 0. So consider it as 1. Now what is this? Everything is nothing but equation of a line, this line, isn't it? But we, as per our consideration, this must be a tangent. If suppose L is equal to 0 is a tangent, then definitely if it is a tangent, it won't meet the parabola at 2 points. It meet at only 1 point, right? So that means both this A and B points must coincide. Do you understand here? If L is equals to 0 is a tangent to the parabola, S is equals to 0, then both these 2 points A comma B must coincide. That means the roots of the above equation 1 must be equal, isn't it? So if they are equal, roots are equal, then the condition is what? Discriminant is 0. That is nothing but b square is equals to 4ac. So b square, what is the b square is nothing but 2s1, isn't it? 2s1 whole square is equals to 4 into, here a is nothing but s and c is nothing but s11. So this is nothing but 4s1 square is equals to 4 into s11. 4 gets cancelled. Hence, equation of pair of tangents, isn't it? Which is, because you see here what it is called, a second degree. If it is a tangent, we would have been got a linear first degree only. But we got a second degree equation. That means combined equation of the two tangents. The combined equation of two tangents can be considered as equation of pair of tangents. Equation of pair of tangents. So what is the equation of pair of tangents now? S1 square is equals to S into S11. Right? So in the next video, I am going to solve a problem on this method, especially equation of pair of tangents. Right? Thank you. Thank you for watching this video.